many I know are attached to their fear, and that
Yes.
it sort of sends them in all different directions. What do you feel about that?
Yes. Okay. What is fear? Okay. This is fundamental question, and it's connected with non-attachment. This is first thing ask question. Where is fear? Where do you feel the fear? Can make it interactive session. Where do you feel the fear? Anyone? Where do you feel the fear?
In my gut.
In the mind. Fear is in the mind. Okay. And as I explained, subject and object, we are consciousness. The difference between consciousness and mind is consciousness is constant. Consciousness doesn't say I like it or dislike this. I'm afraid, I or you, inside or outside. Consciousness, no duality. Meditation produces consciousness. Consciousness that the feeling that I am. No adjuncts. I am that I am. So when you are alone, I is outside. Who would fear whom? Right? Fear comes when there is duality. If I am here and you are there, you can rob me, you can kill me, you can insult me. But if I'm consciousness, nothing happens. Okay? So mind is restless. So more restless mind, more fear. Okay. Other thing, what do we do to cover up the fear? We try to forget about it. How do we forget about it? Being busy with the world, pleasure, attachments. So what people do? They have fear of death. Fear of death is called abhinivesha. Patanjali says is present in all the living creatures. So you cannot avoid that. No matter how evolved you are, fear of death is there. But some people accept it, understand it, other people resist it. So those who resist it, they find my body is getting old, so they do makeup and all the makeup and all kind of surgeries, right? Then they feel I'm losing the contact with people, so they build attachment to children, grandchildren and all this. The attachment to clothes, shoes, hats, and they feel further insecurity, more attaching. So fear people feel because of restlessness. They are so much in the mind and senses. So more you are in the mind and senses, you feel greater fear. More and more you are centered within, then you become observer. So meditation technique, if you want to rise above the fear, is be a witness. You are consciousness, you watch the fear. Okay? Just any other kind of fear or anything. You watch the fear. Observe it. Don't judge it. Fear. Fear comes, is an impulse. Emotion is strong feeling of the mind, and that is why mind and emotion. So no emotion remains permanent. So that emotion dies away also. Same way, pleasure comes, pleasure goes. Gain comes, goes. Honor comes, goes. Everything comes and goes. If you remain as an observer, then you rise above fear, rise above insecurity, rise above all the suffering. So only answer is go within, observe the fear, face the fear. That's somebody said, greatest fear is fear itself. The way they describe, somebody was walking in the bright sunlight, and he said, somebody is chasing me. So he started running faster, and the chaser was running faster. Somebody says, look, turn around. He turned around, and it was his own shadow. Okay, so fear is our own shadow. But you can ask question, I will clarify further. All the problems come from restlessness of mind. And today, there is more restlessness than ever before. 50 years ago. Just look at the yoga trend, or any other trend. Somebody sent me attachment about exponential changes. Did I send it to you? No. Okay, I sent to somebody else. Exponential changes. The things are changing so fast. Something that changed in 2,000 years now is exponentially is going so fast. That's like VCR we had to throw away. DVD, and this and that, just everything is changing. Computerized, obsolete, everything is changing. And our mind cannot adapt it. So people become addicted to cell phone, they become smartphone. It's nothing wrong with all the technology, but becoming a victim. So I don't own anything. Even if I have, I use still actively. People say, like people get in Facebook, oh, I'm afraid of Facebook. I say, how come? Facebook doesn't catch on you, you are catching on to the Facebook. I put something on the Facebook and then I forget it because this is my job. I do it for joy. I put on YouTube and then I forget about it because you become addicted. So I write something on the Facebook and I write something simple, they don't understand, and they write question, I don't answer them. I said, if you have any question, email me or call me, I will answer it. But they don't do, they want entertainment. So Facebook is used as entertainment or gossip, that's why you become victim. So all other tools are nothing but distraction. So first thing you need is clarity of goal, that this book, if you are interested in non-attachment, big chapter, the book cost is $19. I'm willing to give you for $10, and it will be worthwhile investment. Just if you get one thing, right? Neda, right? Her husband is skeptic, and he was sitting and he read, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what it is. It's just, I'm a skeptic. I don't believe in anything. So what I write is scientific, and I ask people to ask questions. So that's what it is. Okay. So all the attachment, create the problem. So all the things available to us, we can use as to our advantage, or it hurts us. So I have cell phone, but I don't get smartphone. But cell phone, I keep it off. I only use when we have to travel or pick up somebody at the airport. So that is functional. But people get lost. They want to answer email. They want to answer this. I read, I delete, unless something is worthwhile. If anyone writes to me anything, I reply the same day. I watch the email in the beginning, I reply right away. No procrastination. Restlessness comes from procrastination. People procrastinate. There are so many guidances in this book, that I wrote in 81. Aids to meditation, like control your sense organ, simplify life, non-attachment, moderation in diet, sleeping and activities, satsang, avoid procrastination, be generous, proper environment, proper friends, job, lifestyle, and regular practice. These are the means. So if you want to get rid of fear or any problem, follow this guideline. Don't follow morality literally, get the essence of it. Okay. So what gives you peace? And who you are? That is the fundamental question. I am consciousness. I'm spark of God. So all other things are illusion. What is illusion? Anything that doesn't stay the same in all the times, all the places, under all circumstances is illusion. Can you tell me anything that is not illusion? Anything that stays the same at all the time. Mountain, sun is dying, it doesn't rate the same. A person, you just imagine, somebody who is angry at you. Would that person be angry all the time? You are upset, you are depressed. Can you stay depressed all the time? Things change. everything is impermanent. So when you focus on permanent, this is not only for non-attachment or fear, for all the application, the same solution. All the problems are solved when mind becomes quiet. More restless mind, more problems. And people come to me, they want to find the answer. So I give the answer, creates more question. So mind tangles the situation. When you settle down, all the problems seem to be disappearing. So if you become quiet and meditative, all the problems seems to disappear because most of the problems are imaginary. Okay. So fear is imaginary, and main cause of fear is duality. More you fear separation, this is by personal to global transformation. That's by more you feel separation, you feel threatened. You feel separation from Egg Harbor Township against another township. This country against another country, you feel threatened. But suppose you feel threatened by your brothers and sisters or parents and children, that is against separation. So more and more you remove that duality, feel that all, just like one family, we live like in joint family, just live in joint family. Even our son and daughter live separately, but actually is one family because no barrier, everything I own is theirs. Everything I have, I share with them. Not only wealth, but I share the wisdom, which will be lasting. So same way you cultivate. I gave the set of books to all those residents in the condominium, hoping to offer, but they are not ready. But my job is done. So mentally, you consider whole world is one family. In Sanskrit, there is a saying, Vasudhaiva Kutum Ekam. Vasudha means entire earth is one family. So we cannot say, God bless America. We are creating division. God bless the world. God world bless universe. So we say, God bless, my state. And everyone is fighting my state against your state. So all the divisions you remove, then you feel secure. More and more you think about insecurity, more fear will come, In Ocean City, when we moved in 74, it was commune. Like so many yoga students lived there, ate with us. It was like commune. All the doors were open. We felt safe. Do you remember Ocean City? And just older times or anywhere. And then later on, things changed. We had to lock these people. Here people come, do you want alarm system, security system? Before you never thought about security system, when they make you aware of it, then you are afraid somebody can break in through this window or that window. So all the insecurity is produced because of the mind. They make you aware, People are insecure. What would I eat when I retire? What would I do when I lose job? Look at people in the third world country, they have only one meal to eat, working all day, they're happy. Whatever they have, they're happy. Because they don't think so much about security, they don't think too much. Those even who are living in suburban areas on the country, they're more secure because they don't think about anything. They're more sharing, more loving, more kind. And when you go into urban area, you feel the vibration. Go to New York City, North Jersey, even for driving, you feel very comfortable here, you drive there, the road rage, what is this? All this is insecurity and fear. Everything, politicians create fear. Anyone wants to, religions create fear because you fear God, so you can love God. You don't love God out of fear, you love for loving sake. Okay, these are few thoughts. Any question before we end this topic?